Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting session of Candid Meena. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up, especially with the fact that Anand Ambani's pre-wedding festivities are going on, and Bollywood people are rushing in to attend these festivities, and because they don't want to be left out, right? Because if they are not in the good books of
No,
the
there's another point here. Anything free, they will rush like bees to honey.
Yeah, and also the fact that Samir Wankhede is also again seen giving interviews, and he, remarked a very interesting statement regarding maybe SRK, and we will be talking about that in detail. So welcome Anita, welcome Gloria, welcome Nina, welcome each and everyone who's tuning in live, as well as watching this. When you have the free time, friends, make sure to watch this video till the end because each and every part of the news is well researched and it is not reported in the mainstream media. Welcome Vidya, and make sure to give a thumbs up for. Make sure to hit the like button as well. So yes.
So I was just watching this interview. Indian Revenue Service Officer Samir Wankhede, who's under the scanner for several alleged financial and procedural irregularities, he addressed the interactions that he said to have had with the actor Shah Rukh Khan. Wankhede led the team that arrested Shah Rukh Khan son, Aryan Khan, on drug related charges in 2021. Aryan spent nearly a month in jail before being released on bail. Now, in this interview with the Lalan Top, Wankhede described this as the smallest case of his life and claimed to not be familiar with Shah Rukh's popularity. He also said that he has absolutely no regrets about anything in his life, and given the chance to return to his post, he is currently on trial for allegedly extorting money from Shah Rukh and for laundering money. He would do it all over again. The interviewer asked, "Is this a warning to Shah Rukh Khan?" Wankhede replied in Hindi, "No, I'm a small man. Who am I to warn anybody? The person that you're referring to, I don't even watch very many movies. I don't know the names." The interviewer countered, "Are you telling me that you're not aware of the stardom of Shah Rukh Khan?" He replied, "I would prefer if you asked me about real heroes such as Modi ji or Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj." During the proceedings against Wankhede, alleged chats between him and Shah Rukh were leaked publicly. In one of these messages, Shah Rukh appeared to be imploring Wankhede to show mercy on Aryan. "I beg you as a farmer," Shah Rukh allegedly wrote, "please don't let him be in the jail. He'll break as a human being." Asked about these chats, Wankhede said, "I don't want to talk about this man, but whenever you take action in cases like this and parents reach out to you, you feel bad about it, especially when the person is a consumer or if they have a drug habit. First and foremost, you feel bad, and then you want them to go to rehab. Unless, of course, we're talking about hardened gangsters." He continued, "We once nabbed a lady peddler who had little children. She didn't have money for milk, also. You definitely feel bad, but at the end of the day, it's your duty to recover drugs." He said that it was very common during his tenure as a zonal director for NCB for him to be approached by hundreds of mothers, and he considered his duty to counsel them. Asked why he didn't disclose his personal interactions with Shah Rukh Khan to his NCB higher ups, he refused to get into details and said that he has already given his response to the High Court and he cannot speak about a matter that is sub judice. Wankhede also found time for some humor when a journalist named Aryan asked him a question. He said, "Which Aryan? You haven't lost your sense of humor," the interviewer remarked, and Wankhede said, "I don't have any regrets in life, firstly, and if given the chance, I'll do it again." Wankede's tenure with the NCB ended shortly after he was removed from the Aryan Khan case. Aryan himself was given a clean jet in 2022 by God alone knows who. Now, here, friends, I'd like to say that I was just watching excerpts of this interview, and I found this man acting as though he's Paramveer Singh, this anchor, you know, asking him questions like, "Do you wear a very expensive watch? You know, and do you have a bar?" To which Samir gave him nicely. Samir said that, "What do you mean by bar? Are you trying to demean me? By saying that it's a bar. It's not a bar for those sort of people." It's a family restaurant where there is a bar as well, you know. So please do not, demean it by saying that. And when you speak about it as a family restaurant. So this was something he countered. And in many cases, this man, the anchor, was trying to humiliate him, to try to show him that he is far more superior and that he's sitting with a criminal when everybody knows of Samir Wankade's clean image. So there is some sort of agenda behind this media person or this media channel for them to want to belittle and make fun of him and to tell him that, see, you are, you're on the wrong side. And this I feel is could be coming even from NCB. This could be one of the things that is behind this interview. You know, yeah. Back to you, Jenny. Just unmute yourself. Yeah. Unmute yourself, Jenny. Can you unmute yourself? Yeah, yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So one thing regarding the whole Samir Wankhede latest interview is he clearly stated that he was doing his duty during the Aryan Khan, bust, and also he said that the very fact that he will, if given a chance, he would do it again, right? So, which means to say that he is clearly sending out a message that he is not afraid of any cabal. He's not afraid of the drug mafia. He is not afraid of anyone. Be it any politician, any superstar, any high-fi lawyer, anyone from the agencies like the CBI or the NCB, because he was doing his duty perfectly. And now it is the CBI who has to prove, right? Whatever they are accusing him of, right, in the court, right, with proof. So yes, we'll have to wait and see how this progresses ahead with regards to Samir Wankade's case, and we'll be following up on that. Yes, so
Here also, before you close that piece of news, Jaydev, I wanted to say something. It's an irony that, whenever people speak the truth, there are very few takers. Whenever people speak lies and they weave lies and they build a complete story, they are welcome, because the people who speak lies have a lot of power and money behind them. So this is a hard fact that all of us face in this world. It's you, it's me, everybody. If you speak the truth and you're just a small man, they'd rather prefer to speak, to trust a person who speaks lies because he has lots of money. So, in other words, money speaks. I was shocked with the way this anchor was questioning him. And for further support, he had another assistant also. So I remember earlier, when Modi ji, was not accepted by all. There were times when he used to be rigged like this by journalists, But see, Modi ji and all are so politically savvy. They know exactly how to handle. There were many times that they had, when they were younger, they have walked out of interviews, So it is not that, people will tolerate this nonsense. And you can see the way Samir is getting, slightly irritated with the kind of questioning. So thank you, Anita, for also your comments on that.
yeah, so yeah.
Yet to hear this one.
It's still going on, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Good evening, Jess.
Yeah. Nina says.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Wankhede has gained more wisdom. Rightfully said, life experiences with Bollywood has taught him a good lesson. See, the important point here is he was the only man in the NCB who had the guts to go after Bollywood. Period. Because when he was in, the zonal director in Mumbai, each and every week you had a very big Bollywood actor or actress being summoned with regards to drugs, right? Which NCB officer has the guts to, go after Bollywood? Is my question. When Kangana Ranaut clearly said on public television that each and every Bollywood actor, resorts to taking drugs, right? So clearly, the mainstream media, like Republic TV, is not following up on this. Unfortunately, for some reason or the other, whether it is legal reasons, whether it is commercial reasons, it could be any of them. So yes, we have a few comments. What is the update? Yeah, Bill Gates showering praises on PM Modi. COVID-19 tech should not be given to India. Yes,
Now,
Sudhir
see,
ji.
yeah. Well, if we were to move to the pre-wedding of Anant Ambani, now surprise of surprise, 74 crores is given to Rihanna for a signature performance, or I don't even know whether it's performance. They're calling it a signature at the pre-wedding function in Jamnagar. Okay. And then, of course, you have other singers like Arjit also, and many other singers also performing. Now, I just can't understand one thing. Just like some of our viewers are now saying, who is Rihanna? Rihanna is the one who was standing for the farmers in the last farmers' agitation. She did not do a thing. If you asked her, like, what is it that they are asking and what are they fighting for, she'll sing a song for you, because that is how much knowledge she would have had about the farmers. So she was this icon of that. And then, of course, you have the weather girl, and all those Malala types, coming in, all from the toolbox. Now, she is the prime entertainer who has arrived at this pre-wedding function. Another surprise is that she has come with huge boxes, just like, in the times of Julius Caesar, when he went to see Cleopatra, the kind of gifts they bring. The same way she has brought this much kind of luggage, like, they are the size of elephants. Now, I'm pretty curious to know what is inside these boxes. I don't think every singer travels with so much, So there is something that these people should check, because everything about Rihanna is rather dicey. And I hope that under the Ambani umbrella, these things are not being hidden. Okay. So that's another thing. Another thing is, just like bees to honey, everyone and anyone from Bollywood was seen rushing to the airport to go for the pre-wedding function. Because first of all, they want to show people how important they are. Secondly, they also want to go attend something that is free. Wherever anything is free, Bollywood will come. Holiday in Maldives, they are there. So anything that is free, all these brands give them a lot of free things. So whatever is free, Bollywood will, lap up. So this is another thing that is happening at this wedding. So yes, on to you, Jaydev. More about the wedding, in case you want to talk about it.
Yeah, so as all of you know that this wedding is the talk of the town in India, and what is very interesting is they gave Anna Seva to the residents in Jamnagar, and so many inhabitants, 51,000 people of the local village. Got Anna Seva meals, and of course you can see Anant Ambani and his wife serving food to all these people. This is a very good gesture, and very welcome gesture, in fact. But see, what is very interesting is, friends, that now this pre-wedding festivities is going on, and very interestingly, 25 chefs will be flown in from Indore to Jamnagar for this occasion, and a very staggering 2,500 distinct dishes will grace the menu, with no repeats. and breakfast will offer more than 70 choices, 70, followed by 250 options for lunch and dinner. Additionally, special arrangements have been made to cater to vegan guests. Midnight snacks will be available, adding a unique touch to people. As many as 1,000 guests are likely to attend the functions. 85 midnight snacks would be available for guests from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. So, in case any guest, wants to eat at 3 a.m. in the night, he has a choice of 85 midnight snacks.
Yeah. And also, some very interesting guests are Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, people who have been in the limelight for the wrong reasons. Bill Gates was accused of going multiple times to the Epstein Island. And Mark Zuckerberg was also, being questioned for a lot of devious things. So I'm really surprised that these people are called and they are felicited in our country. It is as if we are ignorant of what is happening and what public is talking about. But then it is their wedding, it is their money. How they spend it is their right. As a journalist, I would say that. But when it's a country like India, we always say that 74 crores can be put to better use than this. Yes, back to you.
Yeah, so absolutely, and you could, I mean, this kind of money you could invite many other, esteemed guests from other professions, right? It could be, sports people, or scientists maybe. So I really don't know why these actors and actresses. We have discussed this in the past, right? And the close link. So Ambani has a lot of money, yes, of course, and now, but there's no charity that is done unlike Tata. Yeah, so Tata is a more down to earth person, I would say, and he does not have that much of pomp, uh, and but he is not he does not have a family, right? At the same time, so, but one thing is for sure that all these Khans like SRK and Salman Khan and Amitabh Bachchan, maybe they might be serving food, right? Like if you remember in the previous weddings of Ambani, Amitabh Bachchan and SRK were serving food to all the guests, right? We wouldn't forget that. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Moving on to the next piece of news. Vivek Oberoi had a great start in the Hindi film industry. The actor made his debut in a much acclaimed gangster movie called Company, which also starred Ajay Devgan. Now, after starring in a two back-to-back action film, he starred in Shahid Ali's romantic movie Satya. In a recent interview, he recalled how RGV advised him against doing Satya. He also shared the challenges he faced while filming the YRF film, including changing clothes in restaurant washrooms and sleeping on benches due to budget constraints. Now, opening up about the rationale behind RGV's advice against starring in Satya, Vivek told Humans of Bombay, everybody said, don't do Satya, you're an action hero. How can you do a love story? But that wasn't the film. My mentor Ram Gopal Verma was furious. He said, no, don't do this in film. I was like, better than taking permission, I will ask for forgiveness. I love the film. His director Shad Ali is my school friend. He was initially making the film with Abhishek, but that didn't work out. I already had my debut film company. Vivek recalled that Shad, who was a childhood friend, called him home and they watched Mani Ratnam's Alai Payude, the film's Satya was based on. By the end, Vivek was bawling and he decided to do it. Recalling the hardships he endured during the film of 2002 film, the actor said, when I was shooting for the movie, company hadn't released, I was shooting on railway stations. I used to be sleeping on benches because we had no budget. I used to change clothes in restaurant toilets because I didn't have a makeup van. We had to shoot 4 scenes in a day. We were shooting for 18 to 20 hours a day. There was a time when I was carrying equipment and I'd gone to my assistant days after my debut. He also disclosed how security measures were implemented on the sets of Satya when Rani was filming for the movie. At that time, he was relatively unknown and with nobody recognizing him during the shoot. However, everything changed dramatically after the release of his debut film Company. He recalled a pivotal moment when thousands of fans flocked to the shooting location of Satya and chanted Chandu Bhai, his character's name from Company. The sudden change, a surge of attention, led to him being escorted out of the location in a police van. Life changed after that day. So, what I would say to Vivek Oberoi, it's great that you grew so rapidly, but it's also wrong to tell lies. Okay, so that's something very important because recently you blurted out the biggest lie, that anyone could say, and that is that Sushant Singh Rajput committed suicide. Okay. Now, for who you said that, we do not know because another minister also said the same thing that he would have committed, perhaps he would have committed suicide. So there is somebody who's trying to push for the suicide angle for SSR. And Vivek, you're a part of it. You know very well what happened to Sushant. Everybody saw in public the kind of wounds he suffered. And to say that he was a kind of man who had so much of grit that he would commit suicide is a joke. So kindly do not expect anybody to believe your interviews because when you lie, the complete facade breaks. Had you spoken the truth or had you not spoken at all about Sushant's death, we would have believed you. Now people take you very lightly. You're just like Kangana, who says one thing now and one thing later, a U-turner. So let us not have people speaking lies and us keeping quiet about it. Yeah, back to you, Chennai. Yes, Violet. It's surprising that after Vivek Oberoi said that SSR committed suicide is all over in the limelight now with a lot of work coming. Before this, he was nowhere to be seen. Yes, he's towing the line. Welcome, Sanju. Vivek in the interview said, I would have gone the SSR way. He's also like Kangana. This is what Smriti Irani also said. I started crying. I hope he did not commit suicide. Arey, where is this all coming from? Who is making you say this?
Yeah,
Vivek
so
is breathing because he. Vivek is breathing because he is Mr. Yes, absolutely. Sanju says Vivek is also part of the cabal. We have seen him acting in Malayalam movies with Prithviraj. Yes. Yeah. Back to you, Jimmy.
yeah, Vivek Oberoi, my question to you is now, what do you think of Salman Khan, right? The Salman Khan, messed up your whole career, including your relationship with Aishwarya Rai. So we also saw the fact that in an event function of Bollywood, Vivek Oberoi was performing live in that particular event, and he apologized with folded hands, and Salman Khan was in the audience. I don't know how many of you have seen that particular video, and it is clearly, very clear that Vivek Oberoi wanted to apologize to Salman Khan because he wanted to have a career in Bollywood and have many more opportunities. He didn't want to get sidelined, but we know what happened. And it's just recently he has had some projects in OTT serials and some films in the south. So Suresh Oberoi clearly stated his father that he has a good relationship with Salman Khan's father, and so you can see, he has to toe the line, right? And what is the line where the whole Bollywood wants people to believe that SSR took his own life, and he's not going to change that. If he changes his stance, then he's out of Bollywood for good. Yes.
Yeah.
Vivek Oberoi is not to be trusted. Yes. Hi, Sudhakar. Yeah, he's only surviving because of his dad's goodwill, so-called goodwill or whatever. Yes.
Yeah. Now, Disha Patni gave credit to Karan Johar for recognizing her potential during her early days in modeling. She said to be first spotted her. He first spotted her when she was only 18. Now, Siddharth's action movie Yodha, the launch was held on Thursday, which was attended by the entire team of the film, including producer Karan Johar and actors Rashi Khanna and Disha Patni. At the event, Disha made a revelation about how she was actually spotted by Karan during her teenage days. If I'm an actress today, it's because of him, because he was the one who actually spotted me when I was modeling. I was just 18. I feel like I would have been there if he had not spotted me at that time. So when people say whatever, hinting at nepotism, I'm an outsider. So I feel like this is an opportunity that he gave me. And responding to her statement, Karan Johar said, I love you, and showered Disha Patni, whose first film was MS Dhoni, with SSR. The moment was interrupted by Siddharth, who said, "क्या बात कर रही हो Disha? Maybe. What are you saying? Disha, me too." He was referring to how he made his acting debut in the filmmakers movie Student of the Year. At the event, Karan also hit back at nepotism allegations against him. To everyone who accuses him of working only with insiders, Shashank Khaithan is our brand ambassador of an outsider. Sagar and Pushkar, directors, represent outsiders. So the next time anyone trolls us, they should look at Yoda because the lead is also an outsider. So are Rashi and Disha. Hence, I think I deserve another crown now. Whoever may have tried to behead me, watch out for Yoda. Now, here I'd like to tell Karan Johar, you're not doing anybody a favor, Karan. Okay? Because I was just watching the recent interview of Ujjwal Trivedi, with Simi, a journalist, a film journalist, and she very clearly said what was your actual relationship with Siddharth, and we can't mention it here. We all know what it was. And when Siddharth left you, you were heartbroken. Okay, and now he has moved on to you have taken him for the film. Similarly, Disha Patni was your choice because she is the one who exposes the most. She's got a good figure and she looks good. That's a different thing. Many women in Bollywood are good looking and have good figures. But you chose someone who's ready to strip, at just if you ask her to do it. Because that's how she appears at parties. Wherever you see her with Mauni Roy, she's hardly wearing anything. So, Karan Johar, it's a fact that you select people, whether it is Nepo kids or whatever, to exploit them. And your intention is to make them look absolutely cheap. So this is something that you're good for, and even in your programs, your questions do not move away from sex-oriented questions. It's as if you're obsessed with pornography, and sex. So this is where you revolve all around that. Even on one stage, you took an obnoxious position to say that's how you are. So I mean, how can we even think about you being judicious and giving outsiders jobs? Those outsiders you're choosing are for a specific purpose. You use them and you throw them, or they use you and they throw you. Either way, it's that way. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, so it's quite obvious that Karan Johar is, he has got that nepotistic, the father of nepotism tag for himself, and he wants to get rid of it by, hiring some youngsters for any of his future film projects and removing that particular tag, right? But obviously, if that particular outsider, does not listen to the whims and fancies of the cabal, then they are thrown out or
Yeah.
sidelined
So
or
here,
whatever.
in fact, Jaidev, what you said is so true. Because just recently, in a South Indian film, a girl was asked to enact the role of someone who was already living, and she said she couldn't do that. She needed a little bit more time to practice. And what the director did was he started beating her up. She was shocked, and this was in front of everybody. And in the movie, the hero was Surya, the Tamil superstar. So what this girl did is, this actress did is, immediately she left the movie. But do you think he will not get another heroine? He will get another heroine who he can bully and beat. So what you said is so true. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's take a few comments. Jazz is saying that how these guys sleep at night. They think money, power, and status is going to stay with them forever. Unfortunately, not God will spare anyone. In fact, SSR won't spare anyone. He was such a pure soul. And Shrija says, Vivek thinks people are going to trust his words on SSR. as he has sympathy on that Salman Khan Ash episode. But people are not fools. Ambanis have lost their mind, or they are part of the cabal. See, because the people who are going there are highly suspicious. From Salman Khan, Arjun Kapoor, Janvi Kapoor. Then who else was there? Jaydev at the, then yes, you have Shah Rukh Khan, and you have,
Salman Khan,
yes, Amitabh Bachchan,
Deepika
Abhishek
Padukone,
Bachchan, Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni, all these
Deepika.
people are there. Diljit Dosanjh, all these people are there. So what you said is so true. Yeah. So let's take a few more comments, Jyoti. He's doing a favor, ma'am, but he's the only who is the only one nepo kids because they don't have any idea about acting, and Karan can only focus on sex-related topics and nothing else. Says Violet. Very true, Violet. She just says, Ambani's status is ruined after inviting these Bollywoodies who are welcome with chappals. He doesn't fail to promote Alia. Yes. If wearing nothing makes them look beautiful, then street children are much more beautiful than these artificial fixture. In fact, I think a slum girl was selected as a model in the Paris fashion show, or for a cover. I'm not too sure. Mauni, Disha Patni together in what sense, I wonder. Ma'am, today I saw one part of an interview of YouTube Shorts where the Malayalam actress Parvati talking about Joker and animal film and how the animal film director replied to her statement. Yes, please continue, Sanju. I'd like to hear more on that. Yes, back to you, Jaydev.
Yeah, that's all the news from my end.
Yeah. Thank you so much, friends. Good night, and we'll see you again. Nina's has one message. See, Minaji, your talk on the drug nexus in Bollywood was very well said and brought forward the reality of surplus money in making movies. This is going to expose a lot. Nina, here, I wanted to make one more point. That is that Gyaneshwar Singh was also with the people, the Delhi police, when they caught these people. So it was actually the Delhi police who caught them. And this has been going on for past 3 years, which means Gyaneshwar Singh was very quiet during those 3 years. So it is a Delhi police that has caught them. So here also I want to make that point because they have been targeting Samir, which is something we will not take. Gloria, good night. Thank you, Nina, and thank you all, my dear friends. We'll see you tomorrow with a lot more news. Good night.